Well, hi folks, I'm in Southampton this evening and I'm looking at this rather gorgeous scene here, but right behind me, and you can probably hear a whole lot of traffic noise, right behind me is one of the main dual carriageway routes into Southampton. So I'm at basically a place called the Redbridge Causeway. And this evening I've just come to do a little bit of a recce to spy out the land here. Really what I've come to shoot today is the industrial landscape looking the other way, the other side of the dual carriageway. But I just thought I'd come and have a look at this place while I happen to be in the area. So yeah, I want to get a twilight shot with all the industrial lights of the docks and see if I can make something of that. It's actually going to be a bit tricky to get a clear line of sight of the docks without lines from these pylons in the way. Pylon lines are just a complete pain in the neck to try and cleanly get rid of in Photoshop. You can probably tell by the current in the water here that the tide is now coming in, and I do want to see some water at the other side where I'm going to be shooting from. What I'd ideally have is a very, very still day with very little wind and still water and get some nice reflections, but I'm not going to get that today. So as you can see, I'm really right in the heart of this kind of industrial part of the city. Well, as you can see now, we're starting to get a little bit of colour in the sky. Those of you who know, or who've been following me rather, will know that I had a bit of an incident with my D800 and my iPhone up on Manfrotto, unfortunately. And so today I'm shooting with my Nikon D5500, which is going to be a really different kind of experience, I have to say. And but anyway, we've got really nice colour starting to come in the sky, and we can start to see some of these lights show in the over in the docks area there in the container port, and that's what I really want to capture tonight. I want to capture those lights coming on at twilight and to balance them with the sky. Okay. Now recording on the iPad, which is just the craziest setup really, so that I can have the camera to myself for doing the shoot now. So I'll just sort of tell you a little bit about what I'm doing as we go. I've now got my 24 to 70mm f2.8 lens on, and I'm shooting, or at least I'm trying to, f14 ISO 200. And at the moment having to go down to about 1/6 of a second. I'm using a remote shutter release, and there we go. Let's just have a look at this one. Yeah, not looking too bad. It's not dramatic because the sky is, if I'm honest, a bit boring. But it is really mainly the lights that I'm after here in the docks, so I suppose I can't complain too much, but I would like a bit of colour in the sky behind it, really. Well, so far I'm a bit underwhelmed with these shots. I'm not sure I've really got the best vantage point here. I might move in a minute. I'm not going to be here very much longer, I don't think. At the minute, it's just looking all a bit disappointing. Now, I have noticed a really annoying thing on this D5500, which is if I'm in live view using the fold-out screen, it will not let me reduce the shutter speed or change the shutter speed to slower than 1/30th of a second. Now I have discovered that as long as you're just in the information mode for the screen, oh, didn't mean to take a picture then, information mode, not that one, this mode, I don't know if you can see that, as long as you're in this mode you can change your shutter speed, but when it's in live view like this, it assumes that you're in video, and so I think that's why it's restricting it to not being slower than 1/30th of a second. I think what I might have to do, because I cannot exclude these pylon lines, it's just so annoying, I'm just going to have to run with it and include the whole pylon and everything and kind of make it a feature. Yeah, so in a minute I might do some longer shots where I zoom in under the under these lines here, and just get some of these lights only. I'm starting to get quite nice balance now between the twilight and the lighting. We're now getting to that real kind of balancing time in terms of the kind of classic dusk light. I'm just hoping that as it gets darker, it might become easier to disguise the pylon lines. They're all going to be a bit samey. There's only so many shots of the docks at night that you want, really. Now I am also going to try some slightly faster exposures because I'm conscious I'm probably overexposing for these lights. So I'm deliberately underexposing by about a stop or so at the moment, so I'm now to a 3-second shutter speed. The reflections are really coming alive a bit as it gets darker. Okay, I think I'm pretty much done here, and I'm just going to sign off now. Well, I've still got a little bit of light, but you know, I think I've come here to do the job that I came to do. I just want a couple of pictures of Southampton Docks at night, and I think I've got those. So I mean, I'd like them with a bit more colour in the sky, so I don't think I'm really done yet. I think I'm going to have to come back on a day when we've got a bit of a better sunset, the right kind of mix of cloud and light in the sky. Anyway, thank you for watching, and do like and subscribe again, and do comment. I love to have the comments and get the feedback. So I'll sign off now, and I'll see you next time for the next wonderful episode of DSLR Life. Bye for now.
you.